What is the difference between remixing and sampling? Well, traditionally the difference lays in the raw materials that a producer has at their disposal. In order to create a remix, a producer needs all the separate tracks that make up a song. They can then add new effects, cut them, rearrange them, or even replace them entirely to form a new song. That, however, requires access to the song's multitrack, whether it's in the form of a project file or even physical tapes. Needless to say, unless you have a relationship with the artist or the music label, these multitracks are very hard to get. And so, for the longest time, producers limited themselves to sampling straight from vinyls or CDs. And so, do you want to use just the drums from a particular song? Well, you better hope that the band let the drummer go for a little solo somewhere in that song. And obviously, this quote-unquote limitation kind of spawned entirely new different genres, like hip-hop, for example. I don't know if you ever heard of it. And indeed, finding isolated instruments in a fully produced song is an art form in and of itself. Just ask this guy. But we're in 2023 now, and AI is kind of blurring these lines. Long story short, among the many things that our next overlords can do, there is the ability to listen to a fully produced track and spit out all of the separate ingredients that the musicians used to make it. Now, when I first tried it more than 2 years ago, you had to do it through a Python script, and the results were atrocious. So I kind of dropped the whole thing and thought, meh, let's see in a few months. After all, it's AI. It's supposed to learn by itself, right? And then a few weeks ago, I received an email from a company called AudioStrip that said, hey, we like your content. How about you try our AI splitting service and possibly make a video about it? Oh, and by the way, AudioStrip is kindly sponsoring this video. More about them later. So I thought, all right, let's try and see if this technology got any better. And it got better. Way better. Let me show you. So if you go to audiostrip.co.uk, you can upload any WAV or MP3 file that you like. This time I'm selecting the best isolation algorithm they have, and I'm selecting only voice plus instrument because I want to get the best results possible. Then you wait a few minutes and ta-da! You get the isolated vocals and the rest of the instruments in 2 separate tracks. Now let's go and load them in Ableton. I'm gonna loop a section of the song, run it in full first, then solo just the instruments, then just the vocals, and then fingers crossed, hopefully YouTube won't copyright strike this particular section of the video. Although it's not perfect, and you can hear it's not perfect, but nonetheless it's very, very, very impressive to my ears at least. Especially considering that this particular record is quite old and it doesn't have anywhere near the clarity and separation that a modern production does. These tracks to me are definitely usable in a production. And so this is what I'm gonna do for this video. I'm gonna take the instruments track first, and then I'm gonna, identify some passages that I like, and I'm gonna chop them up, just like I would with any sampling from vinyl, but with the advantage of not having the vocals in the mix. But then once I'm done with the beat, I'm gonna take the full vocal track and use it as if I was making a remix, meaning that I'm not gonna change it all that much. I'm not gonna chop it up and do crazy things. I'm just gonna add some effects here and there and maybe rearrange it a little bit. And so let's start with the instrument track. As you can see, I've identified some bits that I like, and for each of these I'll create a simpler track. And just by playing around with these chops, I found this phrase that I like. Let's lay it out. Now let's start building some drums using my sample pack Big Umami Bombs Volume 1, which by the way you should definitely check out. You can find it at bigumami.com. I'll put a direct link in the description box below. Anyway, let's create a kick track. Now let's create a percussion track, and first of all I want to start with some hi-hats. Yep, exactly what I had in mind. Let's add the open hi-hats. And let's also add some more closed hi-hats and some tom-toms. Sounds pretty good. Okay, let's record some bass now. Let's choose Analog Machines by Native Instruments. Okay, I'll play on the best MIDI controller in the world, which is my computer keyboard. So of course now I'm gonna have to fix it in the piano roll. Cool, maybe I'll switch to a different plugin. Maybe the Korg MS-20. Damn, yeah, that did the job. Damn, that sounds good. Alright, I think we have all the ingredients for a really cool track here, but first, let's pause for a second to talk about the sponsor of this video, AudioStrip. AudioStrip is an online tool that offers 3 different AI-powered services: track isolation, music transcription, and music mastering. Track isolation offers a variety of options in terms of algorithms and track separation. For example, I've used VB Splits V2 for today's video, and I only isolated the vocals from the instruments, but you can also go further and isolate some individual instruments like bass, drums, etc. With a free account, you get up to 3 isolations, 3 transcriptions, and 3 masterings per month, so you can definitely go right now and try it out for yourself. If you do decide to try premium, not only you get unlimited isolations, unlimited masters, transcriptions, faster isolation speed of over 10x the free account, choice of different output formats, a bigger size limit per upload, and a bigger song duration limit per upload, but also you get the batch software. You download it, you enter your premium key, select a folder of songs that you want to isolate, and it will split all of the songs contained in that folder. In my opinion, a premium account is a great option for people who do lots of remixes, especially DJs who are in constant need of the current hits acapellas in order to make cool live mashups during their DJ sets. And the good news is, if you're watching this video, you get a discount just for being awesome. Use promo code BIGUMAMI to get 10% off. So let's do some arrangement here. I think I'll start the tune with some drums, just drums. And then I'm gonna slowly bring the sample in with a low pass filter automation. I'm gonna take the drums out in this section to create a nice build up. Also, I'm gonna use another filter on the main sample, and this time it's gonna be a high pass filter to create some anticipation. And also, of course, I'm gonna automate that monster of a filter on the Korg MS-20. Beautiful. Okay, right here I'm gonna add an extra open hi-hat to give it more energy. And now it's finally time to work with the vocals. The beautiful thing about this is that we have the freedom to place them wherever we want. We can cut them, we can change the warping point, etc, etc. And we can also do some mixing, as we should. So let's add some EQ. Let's add some compression as well. And let's change the default delay with a better one, which, by the way, this is free. It's really good. I'm gonna switch this reverb because I don't like the default reverb on Ableton. I really like this one, the hybrid reverb, because I can load some impulses that kind of emulate some classic reverbs, like the MIDI verb in my case. I'm gonna automate some of these parameters. Pan. Then I'm gonna add some noise risers right here. Do a little fade in. Good. And at this point, our sound palette is pretty much done. All you have to do is to arrange all the phrases of your vocals in a way that makes sense with the structure of the song. And now the cool thing about AudioStrip is that I can go back and actually master my track. So let's do just that. You can load the final mix here, You can load the reference track, which could be whatever song you like in the same genre, of course. Wait a few minutes and boom, we're done. So here's my unmastered song compared to the mastered version. So, in conclusion, what's your opinion on AI splitting technology? Do you believe that eventually it will become indistinguishable from a real multitrack? Let me know in the comment box below. Also, again, thanks to AudioStrip for kindly sponsoring this video. If you want to use their premium service, remember to use promo code BIGUMAMI to get 10% off. Anyway, we're done for today, so hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to like and subscribe and all of that stuff. And yeah, I love you very much, and see you next time, yeah?